Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening everyone. How are you all?
Fine, sir.
Let's wait for 2-3 minutes so that others can join. Yes, yes, Bhavya. What is doubt? You can ask. And due date is with three quizzes. The due date is not over yet. I think tomorrow is the due date.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
I have one doubt.
Yeah, yeah, you can ask.
How is the question pattern in final exam?
Final, it will based on the things that are being taught here, like those things which are being covered. So I'm not sure what will be the pattern that will be dictated uh, by the course as the exam comes nearby. Okay, but I hope they will be very similar to what we are seeing here. Questions and the content will be very similar based on the contents they are giving. And Bhavya Patel, yeah, week two assignments. Okay, that can impact if you have you are not able to score in other quizzes well, because you might have seen that criteria is something like some percentage of all of these are being added. Okay, so you can, if you are still getting the full the overall marks good one, then it will be fine. I think assignment scores are 25% of average of best 8 assignments. So out of 12, the best 8 will be counted. So I think even if you missed, that is fine. Not an issue.
Okay, sir.
Just yes. जैसे ये है ना ठीक ऑपोजिट साइड जाना, वहां पे अनिल कुमार की वजह से। Okay, so I hope we can start. And one more thing, some people commented last time that they were unable to join the meeting. So what I have done is I have created a live YouTube link for this, and those who are unable to join, next time you can directly go there and you can you can directly interact there also. The chats will be visible to me, though you will not be able to interact via like sound, but in case you are not able to join, you can join there also. Okay. So moving forward for today's session, today we will be discussing the questions on week 3, the joy of computing using Python. Okay. Vikas, I am a PhD scholar at IIT Space Science and Technology at IIT Jodhpur. So this is something with me which we had been discussing earlier, and this is the Google Meet permanent Meet link for our classes, and this is the YouTube channel. So topics covered in week 3 are list, loops and conditions, statistics, in which you might have learned about mean, then SciPy in stats.train mean, matplot.typlot, which is used to plot things, and then file hand. So
Sir,
if you
why
have,
are you using, sir?
yes, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
fine. So any doubt regarding this? Something which you are not able to understand, like in the lectures, if you have something which was not clear to you, you can ask. Okay. So I have something for you. Like you must see there were some methods for list. Okay, like append have been said, count was given, okay? Insert was given, but there are some more like sort was also given, reverse was given. So these are some methods associated with the list, and this will be very useful because even the words or the string we're using, they are also considered as list. Okay, so all these can work in a string also. Okay, so you can keep this for reference. I will this slides will be available to you, so you can check that. So moving on to our question 1. Okay, so what will be the output of following code? L equals practice X the man, but these are all different elements of list, and we are L dot sort. We have seen that here sort is sorts list. Okay, and for every element in L, print element comma and equals to space. So what do you think? What will be the answer? Yes, Bhavya, my voice
Sir,
is not.
D, maybe.
Yeah, what you are saying? Yeah,
Sir, maybe
B.
D.
Okay, B. Any answers? Those who are not able to get my voice, you can try to rejoin. It might be Sagar. I didn't get why you are sharing this gem file. What is the purpose of it?
Option B.
Yeah. Option B and option D, option C. Okay, let me ask people.
Option B, sir.
Okay, option. Mm, those who think should be option B. Can you tell why? Yes, Anchal, you should B, right? Option D also. Okay. We have many
Sir, my
answers. So,
option is also B, sir.
okay. So, can you explain why you think it is B? So B. Yeah, you can explain. Like, let's discuss. Okay, why you think it should be B?
Sir, because sir, when we sort, ma'am, sir, the practice makes the man perfect. So it will sort these words in alphabetical order. So, sir, it will be makes man perfect practice there. Well, easy print it.
Yes. So what the answer then? C or B?
Sir, D makes man perfect practice there. Because, ma'am, sir, it is arranged in alphabetical
That
order.
is C. Yes, good. And any other answer? Those who think it should be D. Uh, Karishma Yadav,
Sir, it should be C.
C. Okay. You think C? It's fine. Now I am asking those who have concluded D. Why it should be D? Okay, let's check. Okay. Collab is visible. Uh, so what is the question? L equals to list next.
Sir, this is assignment 3 or assignment 4 question?
It is assignment 3 friends.
Assignment 3 problem question, right, sir?
Yes, but it will not be the problems that are given to you. It will be something similar to that, and mostly the previous year's one, which were given earlier. Because we cannot discuss the assignments directly, yes, we can discuss something similar to that. Okay.
Sir, can also the problem question add a mark in NPTEL?
So I am not able to hear what you are saying. The problem can, hello.
Sir, also the problem question can add the mark at the final assignment
Yes,
4.
yeah, assignment scores will be taken. 25% of the total assignment scores. Best 8 scores will be taken out well, and the 25% of that will be added to final marks. So they are important.
Means the problem question also add
Yes, yes,
marks will be add.
yes, yes, all of them will be added. Okay, so this is the first statement. Let's run one by one. So we have this list. Allows to practice makes a man perfect. Then what we are doing is that L dot sort. Okay, L dot sort will print like arrange that alphabetically. So let's see what it is now. Print L. Now you see first practice makes and perfect the. It has got alphabetically arranged. Okay, and that's why if we run a loop, print this statement like it has been done. Okay, for elements in L, we had discussed earlier that n equals to something we give that makes like the end of the print statement to this space. Okay, so what's your correct answer?
Sir, here, what is the purpose of the sort function?
Sort function is to arrange things. Arrange. You might see the lecture to arrange something. Like here, the things are being arranged in alphabetical order. P, then M, then then again P, then T. Okay.
But here practice came first, no, sir?
Yes. Because you see, in programming, capital letter, small letter are considered different. Okay. All the capitals are having a precedence. So capital is something, capital A itself is considered uh, coming first, then start small a, small b, small c, like that. Okay. So that's why this first practice comes first, because that P is capital. If you make this, you see, if you make this, no, we make this M capital, see what happens. See, M, since it is capital, it will come to that. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So the correct answer, practice makes man perfect. So one concern, what was here was that you were considering that this and then P should come. So some people were going for this D option. Many of you get option as D. Right? I'm not able to, is there any glitch or some issue? I'm not able to hear your feedback. You people are not answering today.
Sir, you're audible.
Audible?
Your voice is somewhat. You are audible.
Okay, not very clear. Okay, let me. Now is it fine? I
Sir,
didn't hear you. Yes, sir. Okay. So let's go to the next question. Here I am not going to give the answer like option. It is just a question. Code to print all even numbers between 1 to include both inclusive means 1 and 10 should be considered while doing this code. Okay. So you will have to like help me in this. Okay. So let's create a code for it. So anyone can. Yeah, can someone give an answer to this?
Sir, for I in range 1 to 11.
For
Sir, for
I
I
in
range,
range, okay,
Range
good.
1 to 11.
1 to 11, fine. Then
sir,
Print I.
if,
if a% 2 equals 0,
okay,
then
2
print
equal j, okay,
I, then print I.
print I. Okay, anyone who thinks this is wrong or this has
Double,
some
sir, double
issue?
equal.
Double
Sir, double
equals.
equal if.
Okay.
Without using if also you can do no, sir.
How?
By 1 comma 11 comma 2
Hmm.
in syntax.
That is also a correct way. Fine. Then, but in that case, you will have to start from 0, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's run this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So is this fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, shall we use step size, sir, in the range function?
Yes, you can use the step size, and but in this case, you using a step size will be a bit difficult than using this, because in case sometimes we can be starting with odd number or even number. Okay, like if let's do it like step size on also. For I in range 1 comma 11 comma 2, right? But you see in this case what will happen, instead of printing uh, all odd numbers, it will be printing even numbers actually. Instead of printing all the even numbers, it will be printing odd numbers. Why? Because it is taking the first one. First one will be printed. So one method will be to put 2 here and then it will print. Okay. But in this case, there are chances of error, because here you have to manually decide. Okay. Here you have to manually decide. That is why a better way will be to let the computer check every time by using this remainder function. Okay. Modulus or remainder function. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So this is the one we read. Now next come to this question. Here import random. You have read random is the function to generate some random numbers. Okay. What
Sir,
will be the
that
output?
question mentioned 1 and 10 also both inclusive, you know.
Yeah, but both inclusive. But 1 itself is not even, but 10 is even. So you see, we got 10. We started from 2, and that is why you have put 11 there, not 10. In the range, you get 1, comma 11. If you have to move, yeah. Okay. Any confusion now? Yeah. Okay. So next, let's come to the next question. That is, start with import random. This is the
Sir,
library we are importing. Okay.
what is the
Yeah.
answer of question 2?
Uh, excuse me. Movie time. Whoever is this one, please keep your mic off. Yeah. Yeah, Pratham, please. Please
Sir, what
continue.
is
You
the
have
answer of what is the answer of question 2?
question 2. See, it was not a multiple choice question. Yeah. Uh, the question is, the code will be like this, or you can go for some other options also, but this is the most common and the easiest way. Okay. Okay. Now let's come to the question 3. That is, import random L equals to square brackets. Can anyone tell what is the function of this? What will happen with this?
Empty list, sir.
Empty list,
Yes,
sir.
empty list will be created. Very good. So for I in range 10, we are taking 10. Okay, here we are not dealing with this L. We are just taking 10 numbers. L dot append random dot rand int. What will this do? Random dot rand int?
Take random values between 0 to 10.
0 to 10, or 0 and 10 will be included or excluded?
Both inclusive, sir.
0 and 10 will
0
be
and 10,
included.
both inclusive.
Very good. Very good. So you people have seen this, and there was some question regarding this also, right?
This is option A, sir.
Option A, we will see, but let's discuss the question, okay, and then we will see. So what is this doing, this for loop? What is being done here? Anyone can?
10 random
It is
numbers will be
adding the
generated.
random values to the
Yeah,
list L.
very good. Appending. These are appending, means they are putting at the end. Okay, adding will be a bit different here. Okay, so putting some values at the end, and those values are between 0 to 10, 0 and 10 include. Then next we are doing L dot sort and then L dot reverse. uh, if we do L dot reverse first and then L dot sort, what will happen?
So if
Reverse all
we
the
You'll
random
grant
values.
the
ascending
items in the
order.
list at the starting will be in reverse order, but they will be
Yes.
sorted after that.
Yes, so finally it will be in ascending order. But when we are doing it like first sorting and then reversing, then what is happening?
So
It
it
will
We
be
are in
will
descending.
go in descending order.
descending order. Very
Descending
good.
order.
And then we are printing L. So uh, our guess can be someone rightly said A. Sorted list
Sorry.
A containing random elements between 0 to 10 in descending order. Let's check whether this is fine or not. Okay. We cannot just believe on
Sir, appending means adding elements at last, no, sir. Why
yes.
append function used in it, sir?
See, there are different ways. You might have seen in the lecture that there is insert, there is append, and such things. Okay, insert is when you want to put things at a specific point. Okay, but appending is the most common one, like just inserting something in the list. Okay, just putting something in the list. No order is important. Then we just put the append. But when the order is important, we go for this insert, and you will this append, and you will see that there are some drawbacks. Like you might have seen that list is not capable of doing all the works, like having a very good correlation and these things. For that there are some other data types. You will be learning that when the course progresses. Okay, so let's try this. Port. Are you clear regarding this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first we are getting L equals to empty bracket for I mean range 10, 0 comma 10, right? Is this the correct one?
Sir, I have a small doubt, sir.
Yes, yes, please ask.
Why should we use the rand int, sir?
See, there are you have seen that there are two functions. Like there are actually many functions inside the random library. Rand int is when we want integers to be generated. Then there is range. There is random function. There are many functions which are used for different kind of uses. Here we are willing to generate integers, no float value. Okay, that is why we are using random.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Then what we are doing, L dot sort.
Sir,
Yes,
why we use L dot append and rand int?
yes, yes. We are doing L append random dot rand int. Yes.
I use.
So
What is the purpose?
see, uh, L dot append is uh, when we are seeing the program, we approach it from the opposite direction. We don't see it from the like entry from the left. We see it from the right always. Okay, so if you go by this, first thing that is being done is random dot rand in 0 to 10. So any random number is being generated between 0 to 10. You agree with this, Pratham?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then that is being appended. That means it is being added to L. We can see it also. Let's check. Okay. Let's do it like print L. Every time we will see what is happening there. Then at last sorting, then we are doing L dot reverse. We are reversing it. Then we are doing print L. Let's see one by one what is happening. See, first 9 is generated and 9 has been added to this empty list. Then next time 2 being generated, it is added to this empty list. Next again 2 is generated, then 10, 5, 3, 6, 7, 5, 3, 5, 3. Okay. Then what is being done? It is being sorted and then reverse. So you see it in descending order. If we run it again, since it is random, you will see that this sequence will be different. So this time 4, 5, 5, 5, 9, 6, 7, 10, 5. So since it is random, we are not giving what is to be done there. It will differ every time. So clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we what will be the answer? The answer will be A, right? Now let's come to the next question. Okay, what will be the output of the following code? L equals to V where here together. So this is a list having 4 elements and we are putting for I in range 3. Print Li. So what will be printed?
We were here. Option A.
Option A.
Sir, option A.
Okay.
Sir,
Any other?
option A.
Option B.
B.
Yes, sir, B.
Option B, sir. B.
B. Okay.
B.
Sir, A.
Sir,
0,
B,
1,
sir.
2, 3.
Okay.
Sir,
Those who are in support of A, anyone? You are free to explain. Yes, Mohan Babu.
Sir, I think B, sir.
B. Okay. Then I will ask you next. First, let me ask someone who has think. Okay, Aditya Kumar Karna.
sir, it is A because, sir, we have given I in range 3. And we have, sir, we are saying it to print, sir, the I element of L. So, sir, if we count, sir, there are, sir, equivalent we were here together. Sir, 0 will be we, 1 will be were, 2 will be here, and 3 will be together. So, sir, it will print them.
Okay. Then let me ask someone. Mohan Babu. Yeah, you explain why it should be B.
Because they're given a range is the 3, sir. So I think B, sir.
So why, like, is this a wild guess or there is some logic behind it?
Wild
Sir,
guess, sir.
this
Yes,
said
tell me.
that the range is up to 3. That means the index number starts from 0, then 0, 1, 2. Like it ends before 3. That means up to 2 we have to take. So we were here.
Okay, fine. This there is some logic in this. Someone has raised a hand. Can I ask them? I think.
Sir, she had given the same answer what I
Okay, okay.
thought.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone who thinks it will be C or D? I think no one. Okay. So let's discuss this. And it has rightly been pointed out that when we are using the range function, we discussed this in the previous class also. The range function goes from start, that is 0, till 1 less than what is given there. So I even gave you a convention that we always write whatever we want to get plus 1, right? You remember? So let's check this. Okay. So we have L equals to here, here, fine. Then for I in range, we will even print I to see what is happening. Okay, print. Actually, it will print in different lines. Okay, we are just considering it to be printing. Okay, I. So we were here. This is fine. Let's see why is this happening. Okay, we are printing print to check what is happening here. Okay, now you see 0, 1, 2, 3 is not being reached there. Okay, so is this clear, or anyone have doubt what is happening here?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay. One very interesting thing you might have seen, like in the course, it was taught that we can do the slicing of list, right? Suppose we want to get from second and third elements of this. What should be done? We just want a part of it. What should be done? 1 colon 3. If we put it like this, it is very similar to range. You will see it will print where here. Okay, you can do anyone have idea how to reverse it, reverse the existing list without using a reverse function, just using slicing?
Sir, with
Using
applying
negative index numbers.
negative index.
Yes, we can do
4
that.
colon minus 1.
We see if the list is very big, say 100 or 98 or 97, you are not going to count the list, the number of items in the list. Okay, so there is a better way. We can use negative indexes, like -1 is the last. Okay, -1 till we want till the first one, that is we can keep it empty, or we can put it like 0. Okay, and then we put -1. Now you see, but one last one is missing because we have put 0, so we will have to put -1 here. Wait, okay, not -1.
Hello?
So, yes,
Hello?
yes.
So just now in the print command you said it is printing a list within the bracket. The previous command, also the print command is similar, but it was printing one below the other.
Yes.
When we could get the list one below the other, and when we will get a list within the bracket.
See, we had discussed in the previous class that whenever we are using a print statement, it is automatically generating a new line with it. So suppose we want that this thing should be printed in one single line, we can put the last one, the end position to be changed from, by default it is \n, that is new line. We can make it something like space, and you see here also we put and equals to, you see now this will be in a line. Okay, we are changing the end position, but here everything it is a list itself that is being printed. That is why it is in a single line, it is in a square bracket.
Sir,
Okay,
can
sir.
you please
Thank you.
explain this reversing a string,
Yes.
how to print this
Yeah.
string in reverse?
See, we generally know that this the first element is, what is the index of the first element?
0.
0. Okay, second one is 1, 2, 3. Okay, but when we starting from the right side, that is the last, we consider this as -1, -2, -3, -4, like that. Okay, so suppose we want to go reverse, so the first element we want is the last one, that is -1. So I am putting -1 as the first element. Then we want to go till the end, so we can keep this empty. If you are putting some value here, it will take that value. Suppose you want to go till where only, then you will put this, the index of this is 1, so we will put 1 less than this, because here it will be going opposite, so 0. Here we will be putting 0, but since I want to go till the end, I am just putting it empty. Then every time it should be changing by -1. It should be decreasing from -1, then it should go to -2, -3, -3, like that. That is why we are putting it here, the third one.
Sir.
Yes, Saina.
Sir,
please can you repeat once?
Yeah. Okay. I will make it more clear by using another list. Okay. L equals to 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is a big list. Okay. We don't want to count the whole number of elements. Okay. So if we want to reverse it, what we can do is that let's store it in another list L square bracket. Suppose we want to slice it, some part of it. This you already know. Suppose I want to get started from third element till last. What should I do? Can anyone tell?
3 colon.
Again, this is a mistake. When we talk about third element, it should be 2.
2
Remember?
colon
2
minus
colon.
1.
No, we are going till last. We are not going reverse. That minus
Empty,
1
sir.
is to be.
So you can
Yeah,
leave
we
it
can.
or so you can have.
Yeah,
2
we can leave
colon
it.
empty.
You
Yeah,
can leave
we
it.
can
So it
just
will
put
automatically make
empty.
the end default.
Yeah. Okay. So till here it is fine. Okay. It is starting from third element and going till last. Clear? But now we want that we reach till 23 only. So we can do it like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this will be the ninth element. So we can even put 9 here. 9 or 10, what should we put?
Sir, we can count from reverse also, no, sir.
Yes, that is the next thing. Okay. So
The
we are
10.
putting like 10.
Otherwise, it not include the 9.
Yeah. So you see, the last one is not included. But counting it all the way from top till last is not a good option. Suppose we say that I want third element till the second last element. So saying it like this will be much easier. Okay. Still it works the same. Okay. Second last element means one is to be removed. Simply you can say that one element. Or if we want to remove two elements, we can do it like this. Okay, clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now when we are trying to do the reverse, like we are starting from the last and going till the first. So we can say it to be minus 2 to 2, suppose. But what will happen here, that it will not print anything, because by default the incrementation is 1. So after the last, like it is starting from here and it should go in the forward direction, but it is not getting anything in the forward direction to reach till 2. That is why it is doing like this, because by default its value is 1 here. Okay. So if we want to go the reverse order, what should be the value here? Minus 1. Good. Yes, yes, Mohan Babu will say. So it should be minus 1 here. Fine. So what is happening here? It is starting from 23. Now you see the difference. Earlier we were getting 20 ignored because that was the
This
last.
this program can done in a string float
Yes,
point, sir.
yes, the same thing can be done in a string, since string is also a list.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So to reverse it, you can do it like this: minus 1. So starting with minus 1, going till the end. So we remove this 2 or something. We just make it empty and decreasing by minus 1 every time. So you see this list will be reversed. This is also a way, or a simpler way is just to put L dot reverse. This is a much simpler way. You don't have to deal with indexes. Okay, sorry, it cannot be assigned to some. In this case, using indexes, we were able to assign it to something else. But here you see, it will just be reversed. The same list L will be reversed. Okay.
So in list we are starting the next value from 0. But
Huh.
when we are in reverse, we start a value from what?
Yes, because if we put 0 there also, then it will be a confusion. We cannot have two positions assigned at 0. Okay. So the last we are considering as -1, not at 0. Okay. So what will be the correct answer then? We were here. Okay. Now let's come to this question. What will be the output of the following code? Very similar to the previous questions. L equals to a empty list. Okay. For I in range 5. So what will be the value of I there? Starting from 0 till which number?
0 to 4.
4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If I is divisible by 2, then what will happen? We will put even. So the first value, that is 0. 0, is it divisible by 2?
Yes.
Hello. Yes. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
the first value will automatically be even. Or if it is not there, then it should be odd. So what will be the second value? That is 1. Okay. So 1, is it divisible by 2?
No, sir.
No. So what will be the value there?
Odd.
Odd. So we see even, then odd. So then again 3. In this case, what will be there? In 2. In case I equals to 2, what will be the value? Even.
Even.
And 3 will be odd again.
Odd.
And then 4,
Even.
even. So which one will be the correct answer?
So option D.
D.
The
Option
option
D.
D. Right? Let's check.
Option D, sir.
Let's quickly check is it correct or not. Okay. L equals to square bracket for I range 5. Okay. It is the same. Okay. Let's check. For 0 even, 1 odd, 2 even, 3 odd, 4 even. Okay. So the option D is correct one. Right? Anyone have confusion in this? Oh.
No,
Okay,
sir.
now again we have to write a function. You have read about function, okay? How do we define a function? Can anyone tell what is the keyword to define a function?
Def.
Def. Good. Okay, so we have to write a function to return the sum of elements of a list L. So you will be helping me to write this. Okay, so how do we start?
First we will create a list L.
Def. Let's name it as sum of list. Okay. Is there will there be anything inside the bracket?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Okay. So let's get list L. Yes. Pavitra, you don't need to share your screen. If you have something specific, it's fine. Hello. Pavitra, you can stop sharing the screen. Yeah. Yeah, my screen is visible again to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can say def list of sum. Okay. Now you see it is saying a sum of the elements of a list. But when we are creating a function, it should take something in. So you must have something here. Let's name it as L, M, X, anything. Let's name it as N. Okay. Yes, please. Someone has raised your hand. Okay. Nothing. Okay. So we are not going to define any list inside a function. Okay. Remember that we don't do such things, like we don't assign values inside a function. That is not a good way to do it. So we just say for uh, elements in M equals to sum plus elements. But we have not defined sum. Okay. So at the starting of the program, there will be something called sum equals to 0. Okay. Is it clear till here, everyone? Anyone having a doubt? Okay, is this fine, or do you think something should be different here? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So anyone thinks something can be changed here, or anything you are not able to understand in this?
So the numbers are to be converted into integers before adding.
We are
Right.
considering that we are considering the list is of integers only. Yes, Mohan, you are saying something.
Why did you put a written sum?
Return sum. You see, this function is something that has to return. Like this just does the calculation. It
Okay, we can put a print now, sir. We can use print.
Yes, we can use a print, but that is not considered something good. Why? Because a print is something that will display there, but it will not give back the sum. Like I will show you why. Let's use this somewhere. Okay, 1, comma 2, comma 3. Okay, suppose we want to sum these numbers. Okay, so what we do is, uh, let's say uh, let's say x equals to sum of list, okay, and L. So it will assign the value of the sum to x, and you can use it later on. Like you want to find the average of them, you can say print. Let's print x first, then print x by 10. Okay. The returning have this advantage that the returned sum can be used later on. Here you see we were able to use it further for some more calculation. But in case we just had printed it here, you would not have been able to use it in further steps. That is why, because all the variables, if they are not returned from a function, they die there itself. Their value ends there itself. Okay. Like you see, if we print elements here, it will not be recognized. Elements. Okay. If we run this, you see it will cause a problem. It is printing the because elements were defined somewhere here. Okay, somewhere in the top. So
Okay, sir.
is this clear till here?
Check clear.
We cannot use a, like for your clarity, I can use something like B. We have not used B, right? See, we have defined a B here, but if we run this program, it will show an error because as soon as the function stops, the value of values inside that dies. Only the thing that is returned remains. Okay. So this is the way we can do it. Let's check. I had made one other way. I think it is similar only, right? Is this correct? And one more thing, like you people might have thought that if we are not using something here, so if you run this program, even if you define L or M before this, it will not run. This is something the values are defined inside. If they are not taken, they must be defined inside, or if or they should be taken from the program. Yes, yes, Bhavya, you get this all these PPTs. You check like in the course section. Let me show you. You see here this is your course section. Okay, when you go to this problem solving session, you click here. Okay, and when you click on this, you will get an Excel sheet. Okay, in this you see that every week's like mine ones are shared here. Okay, everyone's all the TA's folders are shared, so you can check from here. Not an issue. All the slides will be available. In fact, they are uploaded every week. Okay, now let's do this question. What will be the output of the following code? Num1 equals to input, enter the first number. Num2 int input, enter the second number. Okay, we are taking two numbers. While 1, can anyone tell will this do? While 1.
If true.
Means true, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, 1 is true. Yeah. So it will keep on running. Like this program will not stop until and unless we stop it. Like we use break. When we use break, then only this program can stop. Okay. So what will be the like what can be the answer of this? Can anyone tell? What is this doing actually? You can try to understand it. Yeah. Can someone come up and answer?
Sir, it's checking whether the number one is divisible with number two or not, sir.
Sir, A.
A.
Sir, A.
Okay. A. Okay. Uh, so what is how is it proceeding? Can anyone tell? Like step by
Sir,
step.
first we
How?
take, sir, first we give input as number one, sir,
Hmm.
and input number two.
Hmm.
When it enters to while loop, it's true, sir. So it will enter to while loop. In first if condition, it check whether number one is divisible with number two or not. If it is divisible, it will print wow, and it will break the whole while loop, sir.
Yes. So it
If
will
it is
stop
not
there
divisible,
or
it will stop there, sir. It will stop program,
okay.
sir.
Yes. Good. Then
Else if you want to continue, press one. We given a variable choice. If choice equal to one, we enter number two again, sir.
hmm.
So the while loop will repeat again.
In
If
the
choice we choose if you choose zero, it will break there and stop the while loop, sir.
so what are the two ways where this loop is stopping? There are two positions, like
So
there are two bricks. Yeah.
yes, sir, when number one is divisible with number two, and when we choose zero, sir,
Yes, when we choose
when
0.
our choice is zero. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me try to solve this. Okay. Okay. Till here it is fine. Brick. And then else. What was the choice equals to? Right. This was the program, right? If choice is to 1, again it will ask for number 2, right? I'm just copying it. I think this is the one we were talking about here. So let's run this.
Sir, for choice is equal to int of input. You should give like that, no, sir?
Yeah, it is fine. We can use both of them. You see what difference I have made is instead of making it int, I have instead of typecasting it, what I have done is that I have put this as string 1 and 0. Okay, both way it is fine.
Okay, sir.
Same equivalent value. Okay, so let's put 12 and let's make it 13. Okay, so it is not divisible. So it is again asking. Let's put 5. Again, it's not divisible. Let's put 6. Okay, sorry, it is saying 1 or 0, right? So let's put 1 to continue. Let's put 5. Then let's put 1. And then when I am putting 6, it will stop. Okay, it will say wow and stop. Or if I had put 0, it will stop there also. Right? So is this clear? So what will be the answer? The A, right? Now let's see some more question. Okay, now these questions are related to file handling. I think you people are clear with file handling, or is there any confusion?
Sir, the last at the end of this input sentence you are getting a slash and a T. Does it give us
Yes.
two spaces before we input the answer? Is that the purpose or anything?
Yes, backslash T is used for tabbed space, like that will like make a space so that it does not come very close to it. You can
Okay.
use backslash N or something. That is just presentational style, nothing else.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So
There
one
are
more question
yes.
in the assignment 3, there is one particular input statement which shows a split and all that. I don't understand what it is. And there is one statement in the question, the input is taken care of. What does it mean? Where? How should we start? I am getting stuck only in the inputs.
Okay, the input is taken care of means that the input part has already been coded for you. You don't need to worry about that. Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir, I don't get it fully. I'm trying,
Like
but my code works when I try it in the Anaconda or the Spider. But when I
mhm.
transfer it into the assignment sheet, I am most probably getting stuck. Um, I think the problem is in the inputs. I'm not able to know how to exactly to
See this thing
with the definitions.
we discussed last time also. I think. Let me check with previous assignments. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I will show you. Let me pen it. Okay. Yeah, this, right? This we discussed in the previous class also. See, the inputs are already given here. Okay, that will automatically be fed the system. You don't have to do anything there. Okay, this giving input and these things is automatically taken in. Like here also it says change the value. Okay, here it is not. Somewhere in some question it is taken, the input is taken care of. That means the input part, taking input, is already defined in the system. You don't have to worry. Yes,
That
Kiroba were
that means we should
very
write only the function. Only the function will do, but it is
yes,
not.
only the function, like def, whatever the function it is said, only that part. But remember to write the exact name that is mentioned there in that code,
Uh,
name of the function.
you mean the argument exactly as in the question?
Yeah, not the argument, the name of the function. That should be. Yeah, someone has raised a hand.
Sir, I
Yes,
have one other doubt. So,
yes, yes.
in attending one more question, first I have asked the user to enter n value, and then I have entered the list, but it raised an error, and and I have changed the order. Then it
Okay.
accepts. So, is the input requirement should be exactly followed as it is
Yes,
given in the question?
yes, it is to
The
be
order.
exactly followed. The order
Oh,
is very important in case of functions. Yes, this is a very good point. You should, everyone should take care of this because you see, there are specific defined positions, and that is why you see that we cannot put the end equals to that part in a print statement at the beginning. We have to put that at the end because these are actually also functions only. Okay, so the functions, uh, in functions the positions are very important. When you
thank.
will see the functions in details, there are many other ways also. Okay, we can even change the positions, but that has to be defined very well. Okay, those are in
Okay, sir.
details later.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's see this. So let us suppose that a file called file.txt is existing. In case those who are using Spider, it will be fine. But in case those who are using Colab, you will have this issue where to keep the file. Okay, so you see here, and that in this case there is a folder. Okay, I have already created this. Let me delete this for now. Okay, you can create a file here. Okay, like new file. Okay. Yes. Let's name it as file.txt. You can even write something here, or you can check it what is being done inside it. Okay, so it says as there exists a file named file.txt. So what is this file? What is this code doing? Okay, let's see what is this code doing. Okay, so what is the code? Can someone help me with open file.txt? It is being opened in read mode. Okay, yes. As file means we are not disturbing the file as of now. We are just using as okay, file right? This is the one, right? And then we are closing the file. So someone says it as the option 1. Okay, and what is the option 1? Print whatever is there in file and add hey there. Okay. Then someone come up with some other answers. Can anyone come up with okay, R. Srinivas. Yes, I am using Google Colab. Yes, Vibha Singh. Why it should be an error? Can you explain? Yes.
So when a interpreter goes to file dot write, in there it will generate an error because we had used R. R option.
Yes. Very good.
This is read only mode. Read only
Yes.
for read, not for writing.
Yes. Very good. So in this case, there will be an error since this is only in read mode. So what can be the solution for this? We can
R
write
plus.
R
R
plus. Yes, because we have to read as well as write in this program, right? So we can use R plus mode. Okay. So why it didn't do anything here? Because what it was an empty file. The next time we will run, we will see something there. Hey, there is already there, right? Now, if I open that file, see what is there. See, here there is 2 times because we ran the program 2 times. Okay, it is being done 2 times. Fine. So correct. Now, there will be an error. Okay. Okay. So now come to the next question. What will be there? Suppose we have an empty file. Okay, file.txt. So first we are opening it in write mode and writing hey there, then closing it. Then opening the file in append mode, writing this file again, we are writing there. Then we are opening it in read mode and we are printing the read. Okay, so what will be the answer for this? Can anyone guess?
Option C.
Option C. Okay, here they're writing this file. Okay. Anyone else having some other answer? Okay, let's try
Sir,
this.
it throws an error as you haven't closed after
Okay.
the write
Yes.
operation and the read operation.
Yes. It does not matter here because we are using with open function. Okay. When we are just using some other ways, okay, closing the file is compulsory. But in this case,
Okay.
it is not compulsory.
Okay.
Okay. That is the advantage of this with open thing. Okay. Okay. So I am just copying this because it is similar to this, right? With open. I have made the file as empty. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you repeat once again previous one?
Previous one. You see, in this case, this one was the previous one, right? So in this case, this file was opened in read mode and it was being read as well as written. That is why it was giving an error. So the answer was error. But to deal with this, some student actually suggested that we should use R plus mode. And what does R plus mode does?
Both read and write.
Both read and write. So that is the correct way. But our answer will be error because it was being opened in read mode and being read as well as write. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So now we are putting it like this. We are writing the file. We have an empty file. You see here, empty file. We are putting hey there. Okay. Then what we are doing, we are appending, we are opening with open dot txt and then we are doing it in append mode, right? And then we are writing something to it. Okay. Then ideally it should be file.close. Someone has very rightly pointed, but in this case, since we are using with open, it is automatically closed. In read mode. Let's run this code. Okay. If we refresh this, I think I will have to open it.